Hi, Paul Saggers, Good News Planet, speaking to Gary Moulton. Hi, Gary. How are you?
I'm good, Paul. How are you?
Okay, good. So you pronounce your name like the lava, Moulton?
Yes, but spelled a little differently.
There you go. It's interesting how people, because my spelling of my last name is has its difficulties, so I say S-L-A-D, D is in David, K is in. But Gary, I think, probably understands what lava and science. I got a sense. I don't know why, but is a loyal and dedicated supporter of our SeniorNet organization that we've been on the board for many years. You work with Microsoft on the virtual aging team. Now, what is that?
Well, the way to understand it, Paul, is Microsoft's aging-related efforts are divided into two categories: corporate efforts and product group efforts. And myself and several other people work on the corporate side of our aging-related efforts. So the group that we're in is called the Trustworthy Computing Group. It's about 400 employees that work full-time on ensuring that the computer-using experiences of our customers are second to none. So in addition to individuals like myself and some others who are focused on the older adult demographic, there are other people in the group that focus on ensuring our products are accessible to individuals with disabilities, that our products are geopolitically correct. So when they're customized or localized to other languages, we don't include text or graphics in the product that would offend individuals from other cultures. Privacy, safety, security, engineering excellence are some of the other individuals amongst the 400 part of this Trustworthy Computing Group. Think of us as then consultants that go out to the product group as and by product group I mean, for example, like Windows, Office, Xbox. Think of us as consultants that help the product groups when they're developing a new product or evolving an existing product and want to address issues like older adults, individuals with disabilities, individuals from other cultures. It wouldn't make sense for them to have these individuals full-time within their product team, but they can call from the resources of the Trustworthy Computing Group as they're working on their products. So that's the corporate side. And the other aging-related efforts are product-based. So specifically with reference to SeniorNet, you have the Windows product group developed a curriculum called the Digital Lifestyle, thought that curricula would be of interest to older adults, as indeed it is, needed someone to help them connect up with the right resources within the United States that would use that curricula effectively. So the Windows product group came to myself in the Trustworthy Computing Group and my colleagues here and said, how can we get this digital lifestyle curricula out to older adults? And we made the introduction to SeniorNet, and as a result, SeniorNet is working not only with the corporate group on this effort, but also with a product group, specifically Windows, on this effort.
Fantastic. Now, I, being on the board of the organization of SeniorNet, know that you really very much thought highly about your involvement with SeniorNet, and they praise you. Why SeniorNet?
As far as I know, in the United States, there's only 2 organizations that specifically address the technology needs of older adults. SeniorNet is certainly the largest of those organizations, and the organization itself has taken the time and effort to massage, if you will, information about Microsoft's products, programs, and services, and package them up in a way that I think really resonates well with older adults. For example, I've sat in on classes on Excel. Now, Excel is probably the spreadsheet is taught community colleges, is probably taught in high school level and maybe even elementary school. But what SeniorNet does is it takes that technology, or in this case the Excel product, and customize it for the specific learning styles, interests, and potential applications of that an older adult would take. And I know of no other organization in the United States that does that as well as SeniorNet does.
With the aging of the population, say here in America, and then actually worldwide, the need to be the kind of the divide here, the digital divide. You guys are helping to lessen that, I would say, in what you guys are doing, right?
By who? I think we're definitely focused on that literally around the world. But for us to be able to accomplish that and to make some progress in closing that digital divide or bridging that digital divide, it's absolutely essential that we partner and coordinate with the right organizations, entities, and in some cases individuals. And I think you see that specifically in the work that Microsoft has done with SeniorNet, all the way from ensuring that the SeniorNet centers are equipped with the latest versions of our operating systems and applications, to ensuring whenever we have a particular type of program, such as this digital lifestyle program, in that it is customized for older adults. That's something we couldn't accomplish without this partnership or this coordination with SeniorNet. So it's essential for a company like Microsoft that's definitely interested and invested and believes that we have products, programs, and services for older adults, to forge these alliances and these relationships and these partnerships with the organizations like SeniorNet and the individuals that are part of that organization, to ensure that we get it right.
Well, I'm going to throw my kudos towards Microsoft, to Bill Gates, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. You know, we here at Good News cover good news. We cover people doing good, extending themselves, going out of their way to help a library, to help somebody in a third world country, to help a disabled senior or younger. And I've done so many stories because that is, I think, the modus operandi of Microsoft Corporation. It's true to the philosophy of what has grown. There's no mandatory, they don't have to do these things, but they do them, right? That's the way I see it.
Well, I think if somebody were to write the history of Microsoft, for example, I think probably chapter 1 would be all about ensuring that the company gets their arms around the right technology. So, for example, in Microsoft's case, it was all about, at least as far as our history is concerned, the operating system. Right. So you basically have the command line interface of MS-DOS that evolved into the graphic user interface of Windows, and we continue down that path of evolving and making the operating system better and better. So that's chapter 1, sort of getting arms around the technology. The second part then is, all right, once you get the technology right, then what do you do with it? Well, in Microsoft's early history, it was really about ensuring that the technology could be used by developers to build upon, to be able to customize specific applications that were built on top of the operating system. That you think of all the phenomenal things that are done with computers nowadays that wouldn't have been possible unless you had a platform such as the Windows platform for these developers to build off of. So that's sort of chapter 2. Chapter 3 then comes down to who can use this particular platform that the developers are building upon to do magical things in their life. And you basically then just see all the way from business executives to teachers in the classroom to students with disabilities to older adults to technology that's being packaged up to enable older adults to stay independent, healthy, and productive at home, to age gracefully in place. You see chapter 3 being played out. And I think from Microsoft's perspective, that's probably the way to put all of the advancements in technology in a way to make sense. You definitely see it evolving relatively quickly, but then it is, and even to this day, then it becomes who is going to be able to take that technology and customize it to particular applications, and then what magic is that going to enable a user to be able to accomplish. So I think it's just the maturity of Microsoft that has put us in a place where we can ensure that such tremendous and magical things can be done with our products, programs, and services.
Very well stated. Thank you, Gary. Let me ask you one last question that we ask everyone. What's your good news?
My good news.
For you. Personal, professional, in any shape, size, or form.
Well, the biggest thing for me, I think, right around crossing age 50, and that was quite some time ago. Now I found a sort of the only way I could describe it is a wake-up call to the spiritual side, to the development of one's soul. Mm-hmm. And to me, it was sort of frightening that I had gone so long without attending to that, what I now consider a very important part of my day-to-day life. But certainly the good news of waking up on my 50th birthday, awakening to my spiritual development and the development of my soul, I would consider that my good news. Okay,
I think that's good. I can appreciate it immensely. That's a wonderful, beautiful comment, actually, for whatever it's worth. I'm a spiritual counselor and an interfaith minister, so that whole spiritual kind of thing is part of ingrained in my soul as well. And
what a small world.
Later on in life also, and I just became this a few years ago, but it's we're all connected to everything around us, and I think that because I am very respectful for the Microsoft Corporation, now not speaking personally, I think they've seen that, and that's why that's been so successful. Well,
you definitely see that reflected in the Gates Foundation.
Yeah.
For example, to make a difference.
The dad.
Yeah.
Bill Gates' dad. It was all about giving back to his campaign for those that have succeeded, that have done well, to give back. That was a lot of goodness there. So you're fortunate to work for such a great company.
Indeed I am. I think I have the best job in the world.
There you go. Gary, thanks so much. And I'll just let our audience know, I messed up a couple times on the timing and the calls, and Gary's been one of the most honorable guys. He said, okay, so next week, and I wanted to personally thank you as well for that, helping accommodate our interview with you. Thanks so much.
And thank you for the invitation, Paul. Take care of yourself.
Okay, Gary. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.